Hi, and I'm Galaxy StarCraft. Welcome to the world of StarCraft 2. This is Goody, the Terran purple player on Delta Quadrant, spawning at about the 11 o'clock position. He will be facing off Servy. I will just be calling Servy for short. He's the yellow Terran at the 4 o'clock position. And first thing I want to talk about on this map, the Xel'Naga Tower, there's only one. It is right in the middle. It does give vision, so it is like, you know, on a a chessboard, you want to control the middle. Well, I think of this map as kind of like a chessboard because you want to control that Xel'Naga Tower. In this TvT matchup, the positioning of tanks is going to be very important. Tanks are great on this map, well, anyway, this is the Go for SC2 tournament, which it was played quite recently, and I'm just bringing you this one match between these players, and it should be pretty fun. So let's get into the game. Looks like the scouting SCV is not quite going out just yet. No, looks like we have a barracks coming down for both players at about the appropriate time, and no doubt we will see an orbital command pretty soon. Refinery going down for Goody and also for Servy. Now this map, again, talking about it, we have destructible rocks right here at the natural, and so this is fairly easy to take once you blow those up, and also an expansion that is right here. It's kind of nestled away nicely in there. You can easily defend it with, you know, some siege tanks and whatnot. However, this map does tend to be kind of, as I was saying, kind of a map where Terrans like to build lots of tanks. That's because of just the way it's laid out. You can see that there are lots of like ledges and like little high ground things that you can do with your tanks, like little fancy shenanigans and tactics and stuff. And it's also quite a large map, you know, in terms of ground distance. So, and these positioning is a very kind of far ground distance. So, yeah, it just kind of works out that way. And so, it looks like this SCV may just get shot down. It does have 9 health. This Marine is following it around, and it just gets shot down. Boom! There you go. But even though that is the case, Servy did see what Goody was up to. He did see the orbital command and saw the barracks, etc., etc. So he saw that everything was looking pretty normal. Second refinery going down after factory for Servy, so we could see a starport pretty soon. Servy is now deciding to take control of the Xel'Naga Tower. And also notice the smoke here, which does mean that you can't see beyond there. So that's an interesting little thing that Blizzard put in there on this map. Okay, this SCV, again, see, he can't see these Marines. He doesn't know what he's running into. Boom, he gets shot down. So it is now 1-for-1. Each player has lost their SCVs. Let's go. It doesn't look like Goody knows exactly where his opponent is. So we will need to scout that pretty soon. Marines are kind of, for Goody, are forming a perimeter around the map. These Marines could be here in case of a drop or something like that, which could come soon. We do see the starport is now just being built, and a small Marine force is now pushing forward. This could be a bit risky. And 4 Marines and 1 Hellion. 1 Marine gets shot down from Goody. 2, make that 2. But I think that Goody will be able to hold on pretty well. This Hellion is going to be running away before it dies. And if we go to the Units Lost tab, oh, it looks like it is now favoring Goody, but it is still early in the game. It's pretty close. However, the food count is 38 versus 31 now, so Goody is kind of ahead in the food count. Let's look at the income and harvesters. A few more harvesters for Goody. Now we have, though, basically both players have gone the 1-1-1 build. However, Goody's his second refinery was a little bit later, and I think that Servy just didn't have as many units because he built his second refinery earlier, which meant he had more gas and less money to spend on Marines, etc. There is a medevac out now for Goody, and he's going to push with these with these forces. Servy is on one base. He kind of knows that he has to play on the defensive. That's why he's building these bunkers. Again, this is the G4 SC2 tournament. So this was played, you know, tournaments are always great because, you know, there's always something at stake. There's money at stake and pride, and you're playing in front of thousands of people. Ooh, this Banshee is deciding to turn back from Servy, so he was going to do some Banshee play. Medevac now dropping some units in the base of Servy. Hellions going to be roasting away Marines. SCVs. Marines are shooting away at the SCVs as well, and it looks like Servy is on the run. He's in trouble. However, there is just too many units in the base of Servy. I think they're going to be able to push away Goody's forces in his main. And we see that the Cloaked Banshee even helping out, trying to push that away. I'm not sure that Servy kind of responded that great. He lost quite a few SCVs. He even let them mine while the Hellions were right there. And we can see in the food count, it is still favoring Goody. So with this, you know, at 9 minutes in the game, it's quite a substantial lead, I'd say. During that attack, Goody was able to build an expansion, or he's actually building an expansion now, and has a second factory on the way. Servy is going to try and push into the main of Goody, but I honestly am not sure that that's the best idea. These Banshees are... One is going to go down. These Marines are going to fall pretty quickly. These SCVs are repairing the tank. But what can Servy do? I think that it does look like he's doing some damage, but I think that he's going to be pushed away pretty soon. Running down the ramp now. It's trying to save this tank. And if you go to the unit tab, it is now 42 versus 24. Goody is still in the lead. Viking landing now, trying to get some extra damage on these tanks. SCVs! These SCVs really need to be that's what they want to do. They want to be mining. Where's the infantry from Goody? I don't know. He only has one barracks, so that's a little bit of a problem. Meanwhile, let's see what Servy is up to. Looks like Servy is just building tanks right now. And Goody is going to be chasing Servy all across the map. Turning out to be quite an exciting game. However, both players still on one base. Goody now getting the orbital command for his command center there. I think that Servy is a little bit desperate right now. He's kind of throwing whatever he has in the direction of Goody. These three Marines coming up the ramp, and even as Servy attacks Goody, he does call the GG. What that came down to was Goody, his drop in the main of Servy did way too many, took out way too many SCVs, did too much damage, and also I think that Goody's, his plan on getting the refinery later worked out a little bit better for him. He was able to macro up a little bit of a bigger army. So anyway, I'm Galaxy StarCraft. Thanks for tuning in, and cheers.